Hey guys, welcome back to A Song or Story a Day. It's me, a Song or Story a Day. I actually had started one earlier, and then I ended it because my video was ruined by something disastrous. It was absolutely horrible, and you'll never know what it is because that video is now gone forever. I've deleted it, it's out of my hard drive, it's out of my mind. I can't even remember it anymore. Maybe it was great, maybe it was bad, who knows? But we're on this video now, and before I start, I just wanted to talk a bit about what I'm going to be talking about today, which is absolutely nothing. I'm really stalling for content and time right now because I don't have anything prepared just yet. But before we get into that, I wanted to talk about some music artist slash band that I found pretty OP. They're pretty cool. I think their songs are very chic, I think, as the kids call it nowadays. So give them a listen. I'd recommend One of Your Lovers. It's a great listen, and I hope they get a lot more popular than they are now because they are certainly not very popular right now. Now, back to me. So what I want to talk about today is I'm not sure. You know? Well, actually, no. I am sure now. I do know what I want to talk about today, and it has a lot to do with what's on the whiteboard right here. That's right. What is that? It's two dollar signs for eyes, and then like an unhappy smile. You know? I think there's a conception that money is enough to make you happy, or that if you just had enough money that things would be okay, as long as you have financial security and things would be okay. And I don't want to say that that's not true. I think there's a lot of people out there where financial security is probably, a huge part of the difficulties in their life, and I think having financial security would no question probably make their lives better. But would having a lot of money, make everything okay? Like if you're in a really bad spot and you're just thinking about chasing paper, chasing money, and there's so many songs about that, right? Chasing paper. If you succeed in that and you become really rich, will that solve all the other problems that has, I guess, afflicted your life? I don't know. It's a hard question. I guess money gives you freedom, and maybe it's a little bit more complicated than whether or not money gives you happiness. But I think money gives you a lot of things that maybe might find you in a happier spot. At least that's what I think. But you're not here for my weird philosophy on money and on happy faces. But to be completely frank with you, I just have no idea what story I could tell that has anything to do with money. Because for most of my life, I've really had no consideration of money. Um, I was ever since I was young, I just was never really given a much, and just basically no life lessons about money whatsoever. My parents never told me about finances, and I was never given an allowance. I didn't really buy things too often. I did. I was a kid. I wanted things, but generally speaking, I didn't really ask for too many things. And usually, my parents would just get things for me, like as a surprise, or if I was really well behaved. But I never really learned about the value of money. And I remember when I was sort of getting a little bit older, like teenager years. My brother, he worked all the time. Like he worked ever since he was a teenager. He worked half-time jobs or part-time jobs, and I was basically told not to work. I was like, don't worry about work. Like just focus on your schoolings and all that. And I just never really learned about the importance of money. And even now in my life, it's hard for me to really put a value on money. And you could probably tell me $1's a dollar and I'd buy it, but it's hard for me to get a sense of just how valuable and how important money is to functioning. Um, I don't know. Money's an interesting topic. I have people that I work with who talk to me a lot about money issues, and it's not like I don't have money issues myself, but I suppose I maybe just don't feel it as much. You know? So it seems like a lack of money in my life isn't really making me miserable. So maybe having an abundance of money wouldn't make me much happier either. I'm just trying to think of some stories in my life that specifically have to do with money. And to be completely frank, I can't think of much. And maybe that's just because I don't really remember any. I guess the first thing, here's the story I'll tell, alright? It's the first time I ever actually made money in my life. And like legitimately for something that I did. Now, it wasn't a job, it was a contest. We were doing this movie. I know this is so out of left field, but this is what you get for listening to my video. But it was a contest out in high school, and it was basically like filming your own movie, and the best movie got like $20. That's what it was, and my friends and I, we did a redoing of The Usual Suspects. And you know what? I played a great. I don't know what that guy is called, the detective. I remember wearing this like big suit that didn't fit me whatsoever, and I looked absolutely ridiculous in it. But anyways, I played the role of like the detective, and I felt like I did great. All right, and we did win. We won the teacher's like favorite film prize, which was the $20, and we were second in the like popular vote. Someone else won the popular vote, but we got the prize anyways, and that's probably because one of my friends was the child of the teach of a teacher at the school. And I promise that's not nepotism. That's simply by coincidence. I only mentioned that because I really earned that $20. And you know what? I was actually so proud of that $20 that I saved it, and I kept it somewhere that I'm pretty sure is still there right now. And I don't know. You know, maybe there's maybe there's something about money buying happiness, because that $20 made me pretty happy, you know. But I guess it's less about the money and the way that I earned it. So I guess that's all I have for you today. I know that's a bit rambly and a bit confusing and strange, but to be completely fair, that's because I had absolutely no story in mind when it came to money and happiness and sad face. This was really more of a video to spite my friend, because I have this very spiteful personality, and that's what I wanted to do today. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you didn't, I recommend listening to Pretty OP. I'm sure that's going to be a lot more enjoyable. And Pretty OP, if you're out there and you're listening to this one day because I'm super famous and rich and I've gotten you a lot of views and followers, you're welcome. I'd like a cut. Thank you.